Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and I'm from amandacrochets.com, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this quick and simple Santa towel topper. Now this is a great little project that you can whip up in no time for the holiday season, and you can also make a bunch of these and give them away as gifts or stocking stuffers. As you can see, it's made just with a simple little button, and all you need is a few different colors to complete today's project. You can use this to hang over your oven door, and where this little loop is, all you need is just a little loop made with a hair tie, and you can insert your towel. And what I like about this is that you can interchange the different towels instead of just having one towel with the yarn attached to the very top. So I have an example right here, and this is just one I made, and then you can just put the towel inside that loop like I said, and then you can interchange the different towels as you desire. So let's begin with today's tutorial on how to make the Santa towel topper. So for today's tutorial, you're going to need a size H 5mm crochet hook. You're also going to need a hair tie. I'm just using one of those ouchless hair ties. However, if you want to use one of those plastic rings or even one of those wooden rings, you could definitely do that as well, but I'm just going to be using a hair tie today. You're also going to need a holiday towel. I usually like to get mine at the dollar store, but I know that they sell them in packs at Target and Kohl's and other various stores, so I usually like to buy them in bulk and just make a bunch of these and give them away as gifts. So definitely going to need a holiday towel in any design that you would like. You're also going to need one button, and these I just got from Walmart, but you can get them at any craft store or Walmart as well. And you're going to need a black button, and this is a 7 and 8 inch button, or 22mm. I wouldn't go too much smaller than this. You could go a little bit bigger if you so choose, but this is just the button that I had on hand. So again, you're going to need one black button. You're also going to need a pair of scissors. And finally, for the yarn, you can use any yarn that you would like as long as it's worsted weight yarn. And I am just going to be using Red Heart with Love, and this is called Holly Berry. And again, this is a 4 worsted weight yarn. I'm also going to be using a very small amount of the Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and this is called Saffron, which is a nice bright gold color. And you're going to need a very, very small amount of black. Now I believe this is with Love or Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. I'm not sure. This is just a small skein that I found in my stash. So you're going to need a small amount of these 3 colors for today's towel topper project. So let's get started. Okay, so you're going to start with your red, and you're going to make a slip knot over your hair tie. So you want to leave a little bit of an end, and what I do is I just kind of go over it just like this. And just kind of go around. So you're going to chain 2, so 1 and 2. And then you're just going to crochet around the entire hair tie. Now you do not have to have any specific amount of double crochets. You just want to make sure that your hair tie is covered completely with the yarn. And as you make your double crochets, I kind of just go over the tail like this just to keep it more secure. So to make a double crochet around your hair tie, you're going to yarn over your hook, go underneath your hair tie and that tail, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. And that chain 2 does not count as your stitch. So again, yarn over your hook, insert your hook underneath that hair tie and that tail of your yarn, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, you're just going to continue this around your hair tie and just make a double crochet until your hair tie is covered with double crochets. Again, you don't have to have any specific amount. You just want to make sure that your hair tie is covered with double crochets. So again, just continue with 1 double crochet all the way around until you have enough to cover the hair tie or the plastic ring or the wooden ring that you are using, and I will meet back up with you and show you how to continue on to the next step. Okay, so here is what my ring looks like. So just to give you an idea, I did 34 double crochets, but you can do any amount that you need, but this is just a rough estimate. And then when you get to the beginning, you're just going to go ahead and find that first double crochet and slip stitch to the beginning. Okay, next what you're going to do is you're going to chain up 1, and you're going to make a single crochet in the next 9 stitches. So in that very first stitch, you're going to make a single crochet. So insert your hook into that first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is a single crochet. So you want to make 9 single crochets all together. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So now we're going to build up on the towel topper. So what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1 and turn, and you're going to make 1 single crochet in each of the stitches across, and you're going to make a total of 15 single crochet rows all together. So again, insert your hook into that very first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And you're going to continue making 1 single crochet in each of the stitches across for a total of 15 rows. So go ahead and make your 15 rows, and I will meet back up with you and show you how to continue on to the next part of the Santa towel topper. Okay, so once you have your 15 rows, you're going to go ahead and change to the black color. So don't finish your last single crochet altogether, and you're going to just cut a little bit of a tail. And to introduce the new color, you're going to leave a tail, just lay that new color over your crochet hook and pull through that new color. Now with the black, you're going to chain 1 and turn, and you're going to make 1 single crochet in each of the stitches across. So again, just continue as normal with 1 single crochet. Okay, then you're going to chain 1 and turn, and for this next row we're going to be making the button loop section. So you're going to make 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 single crochets. You're going to chain 1. You're going to skip the next stitch, which is going to be considered your button loop section, and you're going to make 1 single crochet in the final 4 stitches. So again, skip that next stitch, and in the remaining 4 stitches make 1 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, then you're going to chain 1 and turn, and you're going to make 1 single crochet into each stitch across. So when you get to that chain 1 space, you're also going to make a single crochet into that chain 1 space. So again, 1 single crochet in each of the stitches across. So 2, 3, and 4. When you come up to that space, you want to go right into that chain 1 space and make a single crochet, and that kind of just opens up that little loop a little bit more, and then in the final 4 single crochets. Just like that. And then you're going to go ahead and cut that yarn, and then we're going to go ahead and weave in our ends. So let me go ahead and weave in the ends, and I will show you how to move on to the buckle of the Santa towel topper. Okay, so for the buckle portion, you're just going to go ahead and make a slip stitch, or slip knot rather, and you're going to go ahead and chain 11. So to make a chain, yarn over your hook and pull through. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So once you have your 11 chains, you're going to go ahead and join with the slip stitch to the very first stitch in order to form a ring. So what I do is I kind of just fold it like this, and I go into that very first stitch. Yarn over and then pull through both loops on your hook to form that ring. Okay, so then you're going to chain 1, and while working in the round, you're going to make 2 single crochets in the very first chain. So that very first chain is going to be right here, so you're going to make 2 single crochets. Next, you're going to make 1 single crochet in the next 2 chains. So 1 and 2. In the next chain, you're going to make 2 single crochets. So 1 and 2. In the next chain, in the next 2 chains, you're going to make 1 single crochet. 1 and 2. You're going to make 2 single crochets in the next chain. 1 and 2. 1 single crochet in the next 2 chains. 1 and 2. 2 single crochets in the next. 1 and 2. And then finally one single crochet in the next two. So 1 and 2. So what this does is when you make the 2 single crochets in the one stitch, it kind of forms that little bit of a curve. So that's exactly what you want. And then when you get to the very beginning, you're just going to slip stitch to the very first single crochet. And now you want to leave a long tail to sew this in. So just leave a long tail and slip stitch and pull tight. Okay, so now you want to get your towel topper and you want to go on the end where you made that button loop, and you just want to follow that button loop. So the button loop is right here, and you just want to sew this right on your towel topper so the button loop is right in the middle right here. Now if you wanted to, you could probably go ahead and hot glue this on as well, but I just chose to sew this in. So I'm just going back and forth and going in each stitch around. So you definitely want to take your time with this and make sure you get all the stitches so it's properly sewn on. And again, just go back and forth as needed. Now these definitely make wonderful presents or stocking stuffers. You can use them to decorate your house with. What I like about using the hair tie or the plastic ring or the wooden ring that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I love using that option instead of just crocheting directly onto the towel, because that way you can switch out your towels as necessary, whether you need to clean them or you just want to, change them up as you have the different decorations and whatnot. So you can definitely use that, and this is why I prefer to have the interchangeable loop instead of just crocheting directly on the towel, as I said. All personal preference though. Okay, so I'm coming up on at the beginning, just one more stitch here. So then what I like to do is I kind of quickly like to just go around and kind of go to that middle portion and kind of just sew that down a little bit as well. So that way everything is nice and secure. Okay, and then you can just flip it over on the back, and then you can just weave in your ends. And I just like to go in between these stitches just to make it nice and secure. And then you can go ahead and cut your yarn. Okay, so this is what your towel topper will look like. So now let's move on and I will show you how to attach the button to your towel topper. Okay, so for your Santa towel topper, you're going to need that button that I mentioned, and you want to make sure that it fits through your button loop, but also not super big or too small where it won't attach at all. So then all you're going to do is you're going to find that those rows 1 and 2, which is going to be right here of your single crochet row, not the actual double crochet portion, but the single crochet portion. And you're going to go ahead and just attach your button just like that. Now my buttonholes are a little bit too small, so I'm going to go ahead and just thread that with some yarn, but you can use threading a thread as well, whatever you have on hand. But you want to just make sure that when you attach your button that it's that same red color. Otherwise, if you use a different color, it will stand out. Now it's going to be a little bit different for this section because we sewed on with that gold color, and once you put it like this, you're not going to be able to see it, but when you flip it around, you're going to see that yarn that you sewed the button on. So that's why you want to make sure that the button is sewed on with red thread or the same red yarn. So again, you want to just sew your button on to the front of your Santa towel topper, right in between rows 1 and 2, which is going to be right here. So go ahead and just sew your button on, and I will show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, so I have my button sewed on, and then you're just going to go ahead and loop that through, and that completes your Santa towel topper. So for this, you can hang this on your oven door or any other space that you would like, and then you have this portion for the towel. So for the towel, all you're going to do is just insert that into the loop. And there you go. So you can interchange the different towels that you would like, and you have your very own Santa towel topper. Again, these make great last minute gifts and stocking stuffers if you want to just include something small, and it's a really nice gift and housewarming gift as well if you want to give this to somebody hosting a Christmas party or any holiday party. So I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial on how to make the Santa towel topper. Please like, comment, and subscribe to see all future videos by me. And as always, happy crocheting! Bye!